I want to start with the moment in your life that I think changed everything, and that was the first time that you smoked crack cocaine. Take us to that moment.
I ended up getting involved with the ultimate femme fatale. She was a stripper from Seattle. I've been dating her for about a year when I was in Seattle every couple of weeks on business. She ended up moving in with me in Vancouver. And within 2 months of her moving in, I discovered that she had a drug problem. I came home one day early and she was all messed up and broke down and admitted that she was a drug addict. She'd been an addict since she was 16 years old. We got her into treatment a couple of times. It didn't work. I basically said to her, I can't live with someone who's an addict like this. Like, it's just not, I'm too busy and I don't want to have that stress. And she basically said, I'll leave, but at least try it with me once. And you'll be able to see how it makes me feel, and you'll have a bit more empathy for my situation. So on a Friday night, we sat down on the kitchen table. She handed me a crack pipe.
And at that point in your life, you're 48 years old.
Yeah.
You had not used any drugs at all,
Right.
except one time hash when you were like 20 years old.
Yeah, I thought I was invincible. I figured I could do this. It's not a big deal. I'll survive. And it caught me.
While you were doing this on Friday nights and Saturdays and Sundays here in Vancouver, you were continuing as the CEO
Yeah.
of Sleep Country, one of the most successful retailers in Canada.
Yeah.
Tell me about your work week.
I handled all the real estate, the merchandising, relationships with vendors and stuff. So very little of my time was spent with people within Slate Country. It was spent with external people. And so I managed my own agenda. And so I could basically tell people, I've got a meeting in Toronto, I'll be gone for 2 days. And then I'd go and get high for 2 days. And no one would know the difference. When we were opening in Calgary, I would tell them, the people in Toronto that I was in Calgary, the people in Vancouver that I was in Seattle. So it was this, basically game of moving things around.
After more than 1,000 days of being addicted to cocaine, Gordon Lownds turned to his friend and company co-founder to finally ask for help.
I broke down and phoned Steve Gunn, and I said, look, I've had some health problems, but what you don't know is that I've got a cocaine problem. And I thought that he was just gonna blast off at me and being really upset with me. And he surprised me. He said, I'm really sorry. What can I do to help? So it was a kind of compassion that I didn't know existed, and I didn't believe I was able to accept it.